There we
That's
go.
fine by me. You tell me when you're ready, sir. All right. Welcome to another wonderful night adventure at Tanaroa. And why the hell are we on this island? Last session, we finished our combat. Some interesting things did happen. Lex managed to find some type of idol. Sonar ended up going down and not waking up after a cure wounds spell was cast on her. We had an explosion that deafened 3 of our characters. Now the question is it permanent or is the ringing in there is just temporary? We had one dragonborn decide to set their own hut on fire.
But hey, that wall could have killed 5 more zombies underneath it that were coming out.
When we last left the party, we were still divided up. Most of the party was in the small cluster or right outside the small cluster of trees towards the western section of the village. 3 of our party members were in the southern section in that cluster. Those 3 party members would have been Sheik, Chance, and Baylor. Not Chance, Lex and Baylor.
5. Alea and Jade showed up.
That's true. Okay, so we have 5 in the western section.
We're gonna. Ago.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We started running down towards the others, but then we heard the bang right towards it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just heard me yelling at Chance, "No, exploding!"
So we shall start with Lex, Cheek, and Baylor in the southern section. You two gentlemen, what would you like to do?
Lex is still trying to catch his breath, holding the whatever it is up in the air as he's laying on his back on the ground.
Okay.
Baylor is going to assess for any more danger and go to Sonar's side.
All right. Sheik?
Sheik's still going to be heading for Alea.
Okay, so you're running back towards the village. Gotcha.
He had been running back to the village. There towards the end of last session, he got to it. He was rushing towards them.
No,
and got in big fight.
He got in the big fight at the graveyard. No, not the graveyard. Was it the graveyard? He was with Sonar.
His fight was just right outside the southern huts, around the southern end of the village.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so not when Sheik was first attacked, but when he got back towards the village, he got into that massive 1v7, and then Baylor set him on fire.
Yes.
You escape.
You're fair, but
fuck you.
You were covered by zombies. You're a pretty stout person. You would have been okay.
Okay, without you blowing me up.
This is true. Sheik was handling everything by himself. Even if he was, at the bottom of a bone pile.
Yeah, Baylor just showed up and saw you dogpiled under the enemy. That was the only thing he could do to help.
Just like a dwarf stealing all the thunder.
All right, in that case, Lex, you're slowly catching your breath. You're still holding this object in your hands up in the air. Baylor, as you get over to Sonar, you see no more enemy approaching whatsoever. Nothing coming out of the ground, nothing coming out of the jungle. Sonar is breathing, but she's breathing very, very slowly. It's almost like 2 or 3 breaths a minute.
Um, can I do a medical check to assess injuries or what could be affecting her?
Yeah, give me a roll. What are we gonna roll? Yeah, go ahead and do it a medicine roll.
12.
A 12. Well, that 12, the only wound you discover on her is one wound in her back, right at her shoulder blade.
All right, I'm going to rip off part of my shirt sleeve, press it to the wound, pick her up, and start running her to the village.
Okay. Lex, you're finally catching your breath. What are you doing, sir?
Gonna get up and look around to see who's even around. He made it to the village, but he didn't even bother to look to see who the hell was around.
Well,
So-
the only thing you see with that is a big old pile of bones, some of them on fire, thanks to a dwarf. Most of them busted up, thanks to a very large cat. Several other...
That
Several
cat,
other-
and he shows up.
Yeah, I know, just amazing.
I have been summoned.
Yeah, you
Speak-
have been.
Not
Speak
yet,
of the
though.
devil and he'll appear.
Gee, if all I needed to do was say cat, it would have said it several minutes ago.
Which one of you just did like a little whisper?
No.
I hope that caught. I don't know what the hell that was.
Hmm.
Sorry, that
Um,
really distracted me.
It's all right. Anyway, getting back to Lex, you see several bodies from the natives, pretty much clawed up, hacked up. You see Baylor picking up Sonar and heading into the village.
Okay. Well, then I guess now that I caught my breath, Lex will start heading with our dwarf friend and his
Oh,
lost lady love.
okay. And with that, we'll switch over to the other members of our party. Chaz and Artex still have the ringing in their ears. Noman is there, who will be played by me tonight for a little while. Ixum, Elena, and River have now joined the area. Noman is starting to look... She's starting to look a little pale and sweating. And considering the heat, it could just be from that. Considering the combat that she just went through, it could be from that. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Tech's going to be like shaking his head basically in vain just to try and like get rid of the ringing or like soften it as much as possible. He'll be shaking his head.
Are you all right? What was that?
Huh?
What was
yeah.
that?
Chance will be like You'll see his ears kind of flicking as he's kind of doing the same thing. And he's going to look over, kind of see Artek kind of sounds like he's shouting. What are you shouting at?
Yeah, there's more people here. He came up here. The rest of our group. Well, I'm gonna have to clean that up.
He's going to kind of turn around and look. Oh. How long have you been standing there?
So, River is with them.
Yes, River and Ixom are both with him.
Okay. River's gonna go up to Chance and kind of tap on his shoulder. It's like, you okay?
What?
Most
You
people have-
okay? She's gonna kind of yell at him. Are you okay?
Fine. Just ringing in the ears. He's still going to kind of be like shaking his head, trying to hopefully, as the ringing hopefully starts to die down.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
What are you trying to do there?
See if there's any celestial beings, undead, etc. still around us.
No. You find no celestial beings whatsoever around you.
That's good.
There be a hint of just for like general kind of question's sake, I guess. Would there be a hint of even if someone were an ASMR, or was that not? Were they not technically celestial? I know that they're not categorized.
Excellent
but...
question.
I'm going to say no in this case since they're not categorized as that.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'm dealing with my drink just spilled all over my desk. So
Oh.
yeah.
Exum's just looking around the area to see if he can see any enemies or anything nearby.
Except no, you do not. You see no enemies nearby. You do not even see the remains of whatever Noman was fighting. Although there is a nice big black scorch of earth from apparently wherever it died.
And let's see. Chance and I managed to at least like see what it was before it exploded. It was one of the zombies.
A childlike zombie
Yeah.
creature.
Yes. Yes. As soon as like Artek can kind of start to hear, he'll just kind of start. Just kind of mention that what they saw, which is oh gosh.
What?
Before it went off. Before it
go
went
ahead.
off, there was a kid zombie. There was a kid zombie, and it fucking exploded. Like, just I don't know how or what, but that's what's causing our hearing problem at the moment.
Explains the noise.
A child? A child zombie, you said?
Chance will nod. I'm just as confused as you are.
River's just gonna be like, kind of looking and just thinking, looking like with a what the fuck expression on her face.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. And he'll point he'll point to River and just kind of the expression. I've got no clue. But is everyone okay?
I think so. Are you okay? You positive?
What?
Are you sure you're okay? All of you? You can hear again?
You're slowly getting your hearing back, so Noman's going to basically just nod. And, yeah, I'm fine.
Well, live a duty. I mean, you took them out on your own. That's, it's very very good of you. And you went to find the others, dude. So you did all right.
Chance will just kind of look at Noman for a moment with a blank stare. But if anybody kind of looks at him, you'd catch a little bit of a nod from him.
No one's going to give that same little nod back and basically said, I want to head into the village to see if we can figure out what happened and find the rest of the party. And with that, he starts walking in to the west side.
Good idea.
That's correct.
Good plan. I like that plan. Let's do that. I guess the easiest thing is to find the big cat.
Yeah, River's gonna follow Noman into the village.
Ellie is going to do the same thing, but she's going to go in a slightly different direction so they cover more ground.
Okay.
Chance is going to use. He's gonna. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. He's gonna hit himself with Long Strider, and then he's going to use. Wait, is Long Strider? Yeah, he's gonna hit himself with that, and then he's gonna take off towards the village as well.
Make sure that we're all in eye shot distance. Fuck.
Just dirt.
Cool.
Dixon's going to follow the group, but stay at the back to keep an eye to make sure nothing's following.
All right. All right. So switching back over to our other party members. I take it you three are just basically heading north into the village, right?
Lex has no idea. He's just following the dwarf.
Gotcha.
Sheik's on a good like steady hustle back towards the village.
Yeah, straight north, right?
Yeah.
All right. Baylor, you're heading north also?
Yep.
Okay. So even though you're entering the areas at different times, I'll let you know what you see. As you're entering the southern part of the village, the southern cluster of huts, these huts look like they haven't really been that badly damaged. You do see skeleton bodies here and there, or the remains of skeletons. Several graves in the graveyard have been dug up, but the way it looks is like something came out from them rather than somebody actually digging. Many younger and old, define old as elder here, natives strewn about. But even though you're seeing this, you're also seeing live or living natives coming down out of the fields. Some with wounds, some just dirty from fighting, and starting to, collect the bodies of the slain. You go through the cluster of huts, you go through the graveyards. As you get into the garden areas, you're seeing people coming into the garden or coming out of the gardens the same way. This looks like this was a fight all over this village, at least on the southern end. Switching over to their second party, as you're going through the west side and whichever way, you're also seeing the same thing. As you get into the western cluster, Artek and Chance, they know what happened in that graveyard. As the rest of you come through, you do see, skeletons half out of the ground. Natives of older and younger laying hereabouts. There are a few coming out of that one hut that somebody slammed the door on and looking around. Other villagers are coming up, trying to, make assessments on everything. As you get into the garden, it's the same thing. As both parties get to the base of the pyramid, or the base of the hill to the pyramid, you all definitely hear people up top urgently moving. You see people urgently moving as you get to the top of the pyramid. A couple of interesting things happen. First of all, you're seeing a line of villagers moving stones out of the way. It's like one of those old fire brigade lines, except in reverse. The west side, you can see where it's coming from. It's coming out of the pyramid. As you get to the top of the hill on that side, though, Noman basically drops the sword she's carrying and falls flat on her face.
No. Nobody's dying on my watch. I don't think I've used this today. The healing hands, if I can.
Okay.
I need the other dice tray. All these dice are soaked. And I am so sorry to my audio at the moment. Oh god. Apologies.
No problem.
D4. Oh, proficiency D4. 2D4. 5 points of healing.
All right. As you touch her and send your 5 points of healing into her, you notice that her wounds are closing up. And she is burning up.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Hey,
Do all of us do this, or just them?
Every chance you would see it. River, Elena, Artek, and Ixom would see this.
I did head off in a slightly different direction, though.
Okay. So Elena would not have seen it.
Chance is going to, at this point, turn back around and dash over. Kind of look at Artek. What just happened?
Not 100% sure, dude. You just collapsed here? tried some healing, but he's burning up. He's burning up. He might have a fever or some other lingering effect from the explosion. It could have been magical in nature. Could have been just about anything. Could have been just about anything. I did try some just small healing. The wounds are healing, but the fever's not going down any.
Chance is he'll kind of like after kind of like feeling that Noman's head is kind of burning up. His hand is he's gonna use. Would it be? Would I be able to use Ray of Frost to kind of like make his gauntlet colder and just kind of use it as like an ice pack or like a cold rag? And he's gonna kind of look around at the others. Does anyone have anything that might be able to help with this?
To answer your question, yes, I will allow it, just because it sounds reasonable.
It's like a controlled version of it. Yeah.
So we caught up with them. Are we in the same area as them now? The
You're
first
in the-
group and second group.
The first group and the second group are in the area. Just one's on one side of the pyramid, the other one's 90 degrees away. You might be able to see each other.
Okay.
If you look in that general direction, or they look in your general direction. Elena, you are now coming up the hill. Also,
I guess Artak and Chance are kind of kneeling at this point since Noman's so small.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to him?
Not sure. He just collapsed. I tried some healing, and the wounds closed up, but I'm guessing he has a high fever or something. Does anyone know anything about any diseases or anything, or what we're
I'm gonna
facing?
put a hand on his chest and use 5 of my lay on hands to try to cure a disease and neutralize the poison that might be in effect.
okay.
Gotta love paladins.
Yeah. I'm thinking of how I'm going to do this one. Okay. All right. So you're laying on the hands. As you're laying on the hands, you're sending your divine energy into Noman. And it's helping. Fever's starting to, or whatever, we'll say fever for lack of a better term, is starting to come down. He's starting to cough real hard. Almost as if, he was dry heaving.
Set him aside. Fill up and breathe.
Chance would roll him on his would roll Noman onto his side.
As you get him to the side, he's still, trying to cough up whatever is in there, but nothing's coming out. Chance, since you've got him on his side, you're basically, touching him. You can feel this is going everywhere. 1 second he's cooled down to normal. Next second he's burning up. It's like two things are fighting inside of him for control. The other thing you notice is where is on his neck where he got bit. Even though the wound is closed, where the teeth marks would be is almost like festering.
Would this be something that Chance might be familiar with?
It'll be a high DC, but roll a medical check.
is where did my there it is. And no, that's a 14.
Yeah, not high enough. So no, you're not familiar with anything like this. Anybody else in the general area who would like to try and figure it out, feel free to roll a medical check also.
Okay.
I was gonna say, could Artak maybe try to see if it was something magical?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Still a medicine check or Arcana?
Do an Arcana.
Yeah, Exum only got a 14, so
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough, Exum.
I love my dice so much. Even with a +5 to Arcana, it's a 6. Because I rolled a 1.
I also rolled a 1.
Yay!
My dice hate me today.
That dice is gone.
So your dice are still going with last Saturday's rolls. Gotcha.
I need a blessing.
I rolled a 19 on medicine check.
19. Okay.
That's the higher of the two numbers.
What's the lower of the two numbers? Or actually, what's the first number?
The first number is 19.
Okay, that's what we go with.
Okay.
River. While you've never seen it directly, you have heard stories of diseases that aren't really affected by cure wound spells and stuff like this. Mummy rot comes to mind. There are a few others. In fact, your knowledge of it and through rumor has said sometimes some of these heavier diseases, the only way to get rid of them are certain rites, certain spells, even direct deity intervention.
Okay. So she's going to tell the others around, say she's going to let them know, okay, whatever this is, it's not any ordinary injury or this is something that requires much more. I don't think any of us can heal this.
So we need to find that the elder lady, right?
Yeah, or possibly even the a medicine man or the what's he called? I forgot.
The witch doctor.
Yeah, the witch doctor. They might know something about this because I don't know that this is something bad, really bad.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I totally lost signal there.
Oh, jeez. Well, then we need to find them. We need to find one of them. Okay. I can't fly for the rest of the day, but I can try and run around and see if I could try and run around and ask around real quick.
Okay, River's gonna look around, and you said that we could probably see the other party. Just
Yeah, you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll point them out. Well, the others over there, maybe maybe they're with them, possibly.
We can try. I do see Big Cat. He isn't that hard to spot, though. He isn't that hard to spot. Come on, let's get all together. Cool cat, carry little dude, and we'll get going as quickly and as safely as you can carry him.
Yeah. Chance is going to carefully kind of scoop Noman up, and he doesn't seem to be wasting a whole lot of time. He is going to be moving at pretty quickly to get to the others.
As you're starting to move out towards the other party, a great joyous cheer is finally finally raised by all the natives who are working at the pyramid. As they bring out the last stone that they're moving, a body comes out right behind it of the elder Rihu. She's wounded, but she's alive. You can tell it from where you are. Everybody sees it. They're half carrying her, half helping her come out of the pyramid.
There, Cool Cat, veer off towards her. I'll go and get the others.
Yeah, Chance would kind of nod and correct his course.
Chance, as you get closer to Rihu, she's cradling one arm, and holding it real close to her body. You can't see any wounds on her, but her face is showing some signs of pains.
Yeah, Chance would, as he approaches, he would slow down and he kind of stand off a little bit before taking a few steps forward. Just like seeing not really any injuries, but still pain. Just you kind of I'm not sure how Chance would approach this one. He's got two priorities now.
I'll make it easy for you, okay?
Yeah.
Because since you're approaching her, as you approach, a soft smile comes to her face. She notices, you carrying Noman and the worried look, and she looks at you and, in tribal, says, "Don't worry, my guards just got a little too rough trying to protect me. I'm fine. Nothing that a couple of days of healing won't cure."
Does Chance even understand her?
Yeah, you've been here long enough that you got the basics on the tribal language.
Okay. Yeah, because that'd be bad. He couldn't understand a single thing you just said.
Yeah, we've been kind of acclimated to the basics of the language in terms of like general wording and such.
Right. You might not get think of it this way. You've been living in a foreign country for a month. You know some of the words, but not all the words.
Technically, caveman speech.
Basically.
Caveman at that point.
Yeah.
You catch the drift. You're just not having any deep philosophical conversations.
Okay. Yeah. So, a little bit of the worried look would disappear from his face as she says that, and he would also but there would still be worry on his face, more directed towards Noman right now, and he's gonna kind of like mention we don't have any idea what's wrong with him. He just collapsed.
Oh,
We
she's gonna nod in understanding.
we've done everything that we can to try and help him, but it seems to be what we're doing isn't enough. And he's gonna kind of like he's gonna kind of hold Noman in such a way to where she can see like his face and all that, like, and kind of see where the wound was too, as if
Okay.
seeing if she might have any idea as to what this is as well.
During this time, if Artak reaches the rest of the group, he's just going to quickly fill them in on what happened to Noman, and maybe see if he can also help Baylor with Sonar.
Yeah, you've reached that point where you could. And while y'all decide your next move, this is a great place for a little break because I got to put someone to bed real quick. So let's take a 5-minute bio.
Cool. I need to wash my dice of the soda stickiness.
I clearly need to put one of them in the freezer.
A few of them. A few of them at this point.
Get the dice cannon.
Okay, your DM's back.
Welcome.
Chance, since you were not here earlier, Noman has elected to drop out for right now due to school.
Okay. So that means we can roast Noman on a spit.
While no. Because hopefully she might be back later. Once school calms down. And I gave her the option of if we do certain things and the party doesn't do certain things, she might be able to rejoin as Noman or pop in as either an NPC or another character.
A monkey. This is going to happen. One of these times it will happen.
Oh, you could. Go ahead, Elena.
Sorry, what?
I thought you were going to say something.
No, I was gonna say what? I missed what just happened.
Oh, not much. I was just updating Chance on what Noman had told me earlier.
Yeah, Noman's gonna come back as a monkey person bard just following Sheik around going, I want to be like you.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Well, depending on where the party is,
Nice.
that could possibly happen.
We're going on an adventure.
Well, I had to get my subscribed bard event for Artax video.
Is the video rolling right now?
I hope it is, because
I can't remember if he pauses it during.
I don't think he does. I think he keeps it rolling and edits out.
Yeah, he keeps it rolling and then edits out the bio breaks. which has to have the hang in there picture edited in between each one.
Exactly. For now, we just have it in the comment section. Oh.
This is your reminder, man. Future
My
myth,
deck.
anyways.
Yes. My dice really they hated me in combat yesterday too. They just had me knocked weak apparently.
We are here.
All right, let's get this thing restarted then.
We are here. We are
Artek,
here. We are
you have managed to
here.
reach over to the other party.
Cool. Yeah, no, he would have been going like full speed as fast as he could. As fast as he could.
And considering there's only about 90 feet between y'all.
Oh, okay, that's not bad then.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Guys, bit of an emergency. Noman's down. We don't know what. There's some type of fever or something. We saw the elder lady. We are heading up to her. Big Cat, we would love any healing if you have anything beyond basic stuff. Short dude will. How's Sinar?
Baylor is completely, utterly focused on the task, and he just sprints by our attack.
I've never
Like
seen
his
a dwarf
mission is now
move-
to get to the pyramid.
I've never
Nothing
seen a
else
dwarf
matters.
run that fast, or run in general. They normally just saunter. But okay, Bird Dude, you look tired.
Yes, I found the zombie master's hut, and I think I found something, but so he pulls out the idol that he found. Don't cast any magic at it. It hurts.
I won't. I'll just do this. And then I will do my magic sense ability. I can sense magical items. I can detect the rarity and the category. Like what? Like
that Lex closes like one eye and turns his face away from it.
It isn't a spell or
Like it
anything.
might
It's,
explode his hand.
it's an ability of like seeing kind of the weave as according to the description.
Okay. All right. So, a couple of things happen when Lex shows you this idol. Sheik, you get a cold shiver going straight up your spine. Starts at the tip of your tail and doesn't end until it reaches the base of your skull. Artek,
Mhm.
you detect no magic on this.
It's not a magical item by itself.
Not that you can detect.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he can detect any enchantments on it. He can just detect if an item is magical. Okay.
Right.
Well, it's not inherently magical. I can at least tell you
Apparently,
that.
it shocks you back when you hit it with shocking grasp.
Have you tried any other elemental things?
No, once was enough.
Fair enough. Let's one thing at a time. We'll get to this later if that's all right with you, Bird Dude. Right now we have
Yes.
2 people down, and I'm not about to let anyone down. Go down.
Fair.
Big
So you
Cat,
take
you okay?
take the idol and put it away in a pouch.
Yeah, and walking / running and talking. Big Cat, you okay?
I'm fine. What happened?
Zombies attacked here. Cool Cat, little dude, and I split. Little dude went off on his own. We were also attacked by a tentacle, but I don't know if that's related. From the ocean, but I don't know if that's related. That's fine for that's in the past right now. Cool Cat and I took care of more zombies. We ran over to where little dude was, and then a child exploded. Well, child zombie. And then and then on the way here, little dude collapsed. He has a fever. We're not sure what's caught. River Cat thinks that it's some disease that advanced magic healing might help with, but like, I don't know that much.
Did we lose anyone else?
Not of our group.
None of our
Not of our group. I
none of
haven't
our
really. Yeah. None of our group. He's but I didn't see if anyone else was, if anyone else was injured or anything, of the village or anything. But our group's fine, at least for right now. Well, relatively, except for little dude who's down. But
We need to secure the village and get Noman to the an appropriate priest or mage.
I believe she was just being carried out of the rubble. I say we follow the short dude and get there as quick as possible.
To the village, then.
No, the pyramid. Ixom, River, Elena, I take it you're heading to the pyramid also?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. I think that once she sees all the party members are okay, she's gonna go and like help out other villagers who are being rescued or
Okay.
all that stuff.
Okay. As the rest of the party, with the exception of Elena, who is now running back into the village to help out as best she can, gets closer to the pyramid. You all do see Rihu examining Noman. She's feeling, Noman's body turning hot and then cold, hot and cold. Examining the festering wounds on her neck.
Probably Baylor beat us there too.
Yeah, well, Baylor also. And she's going to look at Chance and say, this is something I am not familiar with. I've never even heard of anything that might cause something like this. In times like this, I think the best thing to do is just try and keep her cool, try and break whatever has got her until we can get somebody here who is more knowledgeable in these matters than me. As Baylor comes up carrying Sinar, he's going to look over at him, basically forget about Noman and Chance whatsoever, and go running to him. As she gets there, she's going to basically look at Sinar and start checking her over. Once she does the initial check, she's going to point and direct Baylor to go place her down on the ground over where she's pointing.
I will do so.
As he does, she's going to squat down next to her, even though she's, holding her arm close to her ribs and all that. Give her a once over, and basically, this is something I know more about. This is poison of the blowfish. The best thing we can do on this one. She's strong. We let her rest. Hopefully, she'll pull through.
Baylor just looks at her tiredly, nods his head, and just kneels alongside Sonar.
At that point, she's going to motion Chance and Noman over and, draw her hand for Chance to place Noman right next to her.
Chance would then, kind of move over and lay him down gently. He would still keep his hand kind of on Noman's forehead. It's like a cold compress.
All right. As the rest of the party starts gathering around, with the exception of Elena, who y'all can fill in later, in this case, Arihu is going to look at each of you and say, this was totally unexpected. Out of everybody in this village who's got a bit of ambition, I would have never expected the zombie master to attempt to overthrow us.
Are they supposed to help the villages? Remember, Artek's
Yes.
been gone and in like a whole nother village. So
Yes, that is their general purpose, is to help the villages, to be the medicine man, the spiritual leader of each villages. But once every couple of generations, we get one who thinks they can rule the villages as well.
one
Apparently-
day,
Pull up.
go ahead.
Good.
Lex, you were going to say something. I heard you first.
Yeah, so Lex will pull out the idol and be like, maybe this has something to do with it?
She's going to look at that idol and basically, you can see disgust on her face for a second. And then almost a sense of, yeah, maybe it does. Sheik, as he pulls out that idol again, that same cold chill runs down your spine. Baylor.
No.
If you happen to be looking at that idol, roll me a perception check at advantage.
Advantage? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
First one sucked.
Second one.
15.
Okay. Baylor, your keen dwarf eyes with minerals and other earthly properties happen to see an outline, very faintly, of gold inside this what looks like green jade.
Baylor is just going to look inquisitively and call out, "What is that?"
It came from the zombie master's hut. I have no idea. Some kind of idol?
Baylor is going to look at Sonara, give her hand a quick, gentle squeeze, and then go over to Lex and start inspecting the idol more closely.
As you inspect the idol, give me another perception check with advantage.
Artek's going to lean over to Sheik. Well, they got closer. Referring to Baylor and Sonar, if he saw the squeeze. Well,
20. Total 22.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, so as you're more closely examining the statue, you notice what looks like jade to most everyone else isn't jade. It's just a green shell.
How strong does it appear?
Not. Medium strength, maybe. Maybe a little bit harder than a regular eggshell.
All right, I'm going to do something that's probably stupid. I'm going to try to crack it open.
you're pushing the DM's big red button. You realize this, right?
He's young, he's naive, and inquisitive.
Wait. I tried like smash it or something?
Like, set a little harder than a eggshell. I'm probably just going to use my fingers to try to, crack it and pull it open.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll.
So, does Lex get a flinch roll here?
If you'd like one.
Do I get proficiency all or just
Just straight attack roll.
3?
Yeah. This shell's a little bit stronger than your hands are going to break.
Okay, so 16 for flinch roll.
Yeah, as he attempts to break it with your hand, yeah, you definitely flinch.
That's when I look over at Lex and like, there's something actually inside this.
Yeah, well, there's something in there that doesn't like to get electrocuted. I already tried that once, and it'll like show the scorch marks where his shocking grasp was pushed back into his own hand.
Baylor's just gonna give him one of those yee faces.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Baylor, you gonna try this again, or are you gonna use something else, or?
Give me a sec. I'm looking in my pack.
Are we wanting to break this thing open? Do we even know what it is?
Dare I?
Wait a minute. Doesn't Rivercat have can't like Rivercat identify these things?
Yes, actually, I can identify. It will take me a few moments to do so, but I can identify it.
Would we rather do that than just immediately break it open? I mean, we could be unleashing, something from the nine hells. I don't know. I'd rather not have that in the middle of everything.
Can River and I do a duo ritual of identify?
Cut it down.
I'll let y'all do that.
Do you roll for identify?
I think it's just the ritual, and then like it's a 10-minute ritual or something like that.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah, I
probably
mean, I can
set
cast it. I can cast it as a spell, but I can also do it as just as a ritual
so that it
if
doesn't
I
burn
want to
us.
spend 10 minutes.
Yeah, so that it doesn't burn
That's
the
why I
spell slot.
said let's like suggesting do it together. For
Well, the question is it would guidance help? That's the question.
I don't think it's a roll.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
why I didn't know.
yeah, identify. It's just you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Depending on how long the guidance lasts, it might help if they have to make a wisdom save or something to that effect. Wisdom or dex save.
Yeah.
I think how long is guidance? Guidance it's concentration up to a minute, so
So
we have to do it.
normal.
Yeah, like
Not ritual.
in the
Right,
midst of
as-
their ritual.
Yeah, right as they're wrapping up.
But two.
Okay, well, I'm willing to do the ritual with you, Baylor. And she'll sit down kind of cross-legged and say, Lex, if you don't mind, would you mind handing us this idol?
He walks over and kind of shoves his hand at you, like he can't bring himself to let go of it. But it doesn't appear like he's going to try and keep a hold of it if somebody else takes it.
His hand is locked up.
Okay, since Baylor said he will gently take it from Lex's hand.
As soon as it's out of his hand, he backs away and kind of like stretches his hand and flexes it like.
Okay, so Baylor, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, well, I guess we sit down and start the ritual.
What do I imagine just like in a Ouija board session where it's just two people with their hands on the damn
Yeah.
thing?
Is there anyone
You
here
know what?
with us today?
That's even better.
This is it on the nose.
Nicely done, Elaine. Nicely done.
That is exactly what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Forget what I said. It means nothing. And Alea wins the gift of the session.
Yeah. I
Uh,
was trying to find something for a different one. I was trying to find one of like a dog holding onto the tennis ball when you're trying to play fetch with them for Lex not wanting to hand over the egg in the first place, but then that's the one I found instead.
yeah, but it works. It works.
That was great. Bravo. Bravo.
All right. As your ritual ceremony ends, Baylor and River, roll me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Did they get guided?
Huh?
Did they get guided though?
Yeah, but I only get to choose one of them because I can only cast guidance on one person at a time.
Right.
I guess Baylor will get guidance. Let's see.
Where's
Disadvantage,
first
though.
rolls? All right.
And then
Okay,
guidance.
the disadvantage is the lower of the two numbers, right?
That is correct, River.
Yeah, crap. 4.
Okay.
Six.
Well, Baylor, you have guidance, so I think you add a D4.
Yeah, you roll a D4
And add it to it.
and add it to it.
8.
Okay, so that was an 8.
And I think a 4.
Yep, I think so.
That is what it sounded like.
Yep, that's what it sounded like. River and Baylor, as you finish your ritual, you both take a nasty shock that knocks you both backwards 5 feet. As it knocks you backwards, this thing goes crashing to the ground, breaking the shell. Your identify spells do not identify any magic coming up. Yeah, do not identify anything magical about this.
That hurt. But and she'll kind of like shake her. Do we take the damage like through our hands?
Yeah, through
Or
your
the-
hands.
Okay. She'll be shaking her hands and kind of just like, but it's not magical. And wait, it's broken. What the? She'll just kind of look at it and still be shaking her hands and flexing her fingers and like,
Baylor's beard.
I'll go with that. Yeah, he's just gonna sit up and just like static through his beard. Ooh, that's not very fun.
Told you.
It hurts so good.
I told you. Doesn't like magic.
Are you two okay?
Kind of pats himself down. I think so.
yeah, yeah. I'm getting the feeling back in my hands now. So, yes. Thank you for asking.
Good, because I don't want to lose another one here. And Chance is still going to be kind of like, he kind of has Noman's head kind of cradled, like, and he's still got his hand on his head. He is very concerned for Noman right now. Oh, that was a bad time.
I love that. I love that. just as serious in that.
I got him. I broke him.
He like looked at the wrong moment. I love it.
Okay, so
We just evolve into this every time.
yes, we do. So y'all do manage to, the thing cracks open easily, or once it hits the ground, even though it knocked y'all back 5 feet. Lex, you're close enough to it, I guess, that you can probably see what looks to be a gold statue inside a green or cracked green egg.
He'll reach down and pick it up.
Okay. You gonna try and peel it out of the eggshell now?
Yes.
Hold on, bird dude. Let me try something with a little bit more, length than immediately picking it up, since we don't know what it is. If that's all right with you.
Sure.
Okay. Artak will just take out his glaive, and then because it has that extra reach, he'll just start shimmying the I guess the glass or whatever the outside shell around so that he can better reveal the gold thing inside.
Okay.
Again,
Well,
from a distance.
From a distance. Oh, you don't want to do it by hand?
We just got through with a fight. He's going, and he's going to take this as seriously as he possibly can. And as safely as he can. He wants to know what it is, really. But he also doesn't want anyone to die from it.
Might be a good idea. Okay, so it takes a couple of minutes. But you finally do manage to pull it out, and what you see is basically a small golden statue. Closer examine of the statue than anybody who is looking at it. Oh, get out of here. God, I love moths. I'm trying to find it through all my pictures.
You mean you don't have a separate, picture tab for, all the important things?
Well, I do, but
it's full.
not on my phone.
7 terabytes of pictures.
Actually, it's closer to 20 terabytes.
Jesus.
You're forgetting I was a photographer.
Yeah, makes sense.
That I did not know, so.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This was knowledge that was not disclosed to us.
I knew some of y'all knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've got pictures going back for about 20 years now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he actually did a photo shoot of my my LARP character. Some really awesome pictures.
Cool.
So whenever
But anyway,
we all get together, the 2 photographers, me and Sinclair, will just go ham. all of us. God, that'd be so much fun. Hey, Diego, when are we all meeting? Figure that out later.
I'd be down for this.
Okay, so are we gonna work? Yes. Give me 1 second, and I will have it sent over. You're looking at a humanoid. You're looking at a humanoid statue. There are definitely differences between a regular human and what you're seeing. It's more bestial. Instead of 1 head, it has 2 on a long neck, and I am sending the photo of what exactly you're seeing in the general chat. Hopefully.
Wrong chat.
Yeah, right now. Let's see if this is going to work.
Yeah, the chips.
We believe.
There we go.
Ah, the other chat. There it is.
Yes, the other chat.
What about? Oh, session recordings.
Looks like my mother-in-law.
It is my mother-in-law. See, since you're near enough, when this thing comes out of its shell, your own deity is. You can feel your own deity getting hot under the collar. If anybody would like to, a religion check will give you more information. Sheik, you can do that actually at advantage.
What's the death mommy say, Sheik? That's another one for the counter.
Considering my highest roll was a 7, probably not much.
It's better than mine. I'm not
You guys
rolling
are-
any more tonight. I'm not.
You effectively cursed my dice. Congratulations.
Oh no,
Yeah.
mine is still bad. That was the second nat one.
13 for
All
Baylor.
of our dice hate us.
Yeah,
today.
I got 11.
I did mine on roll 20. I still forget first or second number.
It'd
Or
be
is
the
it
first number.
11.
15.
Ixum, you want to give it a shot?
Yep, just a sec.
Yeah.
What am I rolling again?
Religion.
Religion.
$19.
Looking at all the signals.
Ixum! You're the only one who rolled high enough. You know this statue.
Shit.
You know this statue from your talks with Sinclair. This is a statue of Demigorgon, the Prince of Demons, and one of the demons Sinclair loves just to piss off.
Oh, fun. So we've got a demon statue, basically. Demigorgon?
Yep.
Ring a bell?
Gonna push my.
Yep.
I'm gonna push even more, just because I can with these dice. Can Artek then try an Arcana check, perhaps, to see if he knows, or are we still going off of that religion roll?
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check. What the hell?
Please. If you're the third nat one, I'm not rolling any more tonight. I'm turning off my camera and muting myself. Okay. It's not. It's still bad, but it's a 10. It's a 5 plus 5, so 10.
Okay. It's better. At least you didn't roll that third one.
It's on the colored side where the 1 is, though. Like this dual color will die. The 1 is on this side. The 5's right there.
No, but that's not even strong enough to know exactly what this is.
Cool.
Good try though. As soon as Rihu sees it, even though she's wincing in pain, more concerned about the 2 that she's had laid out, she does 2 things. She walks over to the statue, spits on it, and then kicks it. Get
I think
that
that is not good.
Get that foul thing out of my village. Melt it down. Throw it in a volcano. I don't care. Get it out of here.
River
Baylor.
will kind of. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. River will kind of look at it and go, what? Okay, what? I'm confused. And kind of look at Sonar like, what? I mean, obviously a demon's not good, but what exactly do you have against it?
Well, it'd be Rihu, but Sinar, since Sinar's unconscious right now.
Sorry.
But she'll look back at you. That thing, the two-headed piece of crap, once had control over everything on this plane. People like you came and saved us. This thing needs to get out of here.
Okay.
Say less.
Baylor will go pick it up and say, "We'll melt it in my forge."
Do whatever. Just get rid of it. But it does explain a lot. If Nagalis has fallen under his control, then he'll stop at nothing to take this village and the rest. I'll send a warning out to the rest of the villages as soon as we can. Runners if I have to. But Nagalis needs to come down and stand for his crimes for this.
And we will see what we can do. Sir, short dude, you said something about a forge? Can we all meet there, perhaps?
Okay, it's close to the pyramid, so
Yeah, you guys, it's not too far away. I mean, you're on the same level. It's on the hill also.
Well, recall also, Artak has no fucking clue about this new forge.
What do you think I've been doing for the last 10 days?
I don't know. Helping out the people, doing other. I didn't know they gave you a forge.
I thought you were just spending it with Sonar.
Duty before play.
With Sonar. Oh, did you two just get a little closer, become friendly and such?
In time. He's cupping the idol very gently to avoid it getting pissed off and shocking him again. We have other things to deal with first.
Very true. Where is Alea? And if we can't find her, we need to find her now. I'd rather have everyone here. Big Cat, yell for her or something. I don't know.
Sorry, what?
We need to find Alea. You know what? And either you or I can ask Bird Dude to send the bird out and find Alea.
Lex will do both actually without even having to be asked. He will cast thaumaturgy, so his voice comes out 3 times as loud. He'll yell her name, and Dahlia will fly out of his chest and start to make a circle to see if she can be seen.
She wouldn't have gone far, so I'm sure she would. and she'll head in her direction.
Yeah, Alea can be seen down the northwestern garden area, helping remove bodies. Baylor, how long will it take your forge to melt down the solid gold statue?
I figure I was gonna kickstart it with my create bonfire cantrip. So, I mean, gold has a relatively low melting point. So I figure hour. Maybe.
That works. That'll work. Alea, you hear the voice, you see the bird. You're coming back up the hill?
Yeah.
All right. It takes about 5 minutes for Elena to get back up.
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
As the rest of you head to the forge, Rihu is gathering runners and people to look after Noman and Sinar and start sending people out to the other villages.
And is everyone coming, or?
Chance doesn't seem to look like he wants to leave Noman's side right now. Like, out of all the time, this is probably the most worried you've ever seen him for Noman. Otherwise, he has, compared to most of his time of constantly looking for ways to throw Noman overboard or use him as fishing bait.
River's gonna stay with Chance.
Dixon's gonna head to the forge.
Lex, Sheik, what are you two doing?
Well, once he sees once the Raven comes back, seeing Elliot come back or heading back this way, he's gonna get a bucket of water and create he's gonna use that spell. Gonna control water and create like a block of ice to put Noman on, so he doesn't explode or melt.
Okay. Cheek, you staying with Noman? You heading over to the forge?
Sheik will stay. So Lex hasn't said where LA is, right?
She's coming.
Oh, okay. Then he'll just stay there with Noman.
Okay.
Well, once he makes his block of ice, then he'll head with. Once Lex makes the block of ice, then he'll head off with Baylor towards the forge.
Okay, Alea, you get up to the top of the hill. You're gonna head to the forge. You're gonna head to Noman. You can see both of them.
I'm on the forge.
Okay.
Artek, seeing the group kind of split, he's gonna go over to, well, the cats, I suppose. The cats did stay with Noman. He's gonna go up and just kind of go up to Sheik, Chance, and River, and if you guys have any time, just come on by the forge. I want a group meeting if we can, but yeah, I don't blame you for keeping an eye on the little dude here. But
all right.
But yeah, and then Artek will start to head off back to the forge.
Okay, so the group over at the forge, basically for the next hour, you watch Baylor, cast his bonfire, get that porridge nice and hot, slide the idol in, and just watch it start melting.
One quick stipulation: in my thieves' tools, I probably would have pulled out or not thieves' tools, smith's tool, pulled out a crucible and melted it into that. Collect
Okay.
gold.
All right.
Anyways,
That
yes.
is fine. That is fine. The group who stayed with Noman after he was put on the block of ice, y'all, basically stay over there. And about 45 minutes later, you see pairs of natives running off towards the south. 6 pairs to be exact. And Rihu comes back over to you. And looks right at Sheik. I'm sending runners out to the other villages to let them know what has happened here. If Nagalis is anywhere on this side of the wall, the village warriors will find him. But if he's escaped to the north side, none of my warriors will go there. Can you and your party go that way and see if you can find him?
What is in the north?
It's wildlands. Jungles, mountains, hills, swamps. There might also be a way for you to get out that Baylor knows of. None of my people have been on that side of the wall past the tar pits in centuries. It's taboo for us to go that way.
Cannot speak for everyone, but I can guarantee I will go.
I leave it to you to address this with the rest of your party. With that, she's going to look down at Chance. Master Cat. We will take care of her. Him. Thank you. We will make sure nothing happens. We will keep him cool and warm and do the best. I'm also asking for one of the villages to send one of their zombie masters to us. That is the best we can do.
Chance would as she kind of addresses him, he would he'd slowly kind of turn and look at her, and then he'd sigh and kind of look back at Noman. You hang in there. You aren't dying on me. You aren't dying on me now. And then he's just after that he will get back. He'll get up and kind of look, and he'll look at Rihu. Thank you for watching over him. I will do whatever I can to assist with this whole matter and that will that'll be all he says. Just kind of look back at Noman for a moment and then look at the others.
Rihu then is going to look at River to see what she decides to do.
River will stand up next to Chance, put her hand on his arm, and say, I'm sure they'll take good care of him. Don't worry. Then she'll look to Rihu. Is that right, Rihu? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say yes. I will also help in any way that I can.
Rihu will just nod back and smile at all three of you. Go. Grab the rest of your party. See who will go. If you need anything, just tell whatever guards we have left at the wall. They'll get it for you. And with that, she'll direct one native to come gather up Noman and take her inside the pyramid, and two more to gather up Sinar and take her inside the pyramid as well. As they do this, she will follow them.
Yeah, as probably as River kind of like puts her hand on his arm, she would probably notice that the normal cold aura around him is fluctuating between getting really cold and normal.
River will look at the others and say, "Okay, they're taking care of them now. We should go join the others." And she'll start walking off to the forge.
All right.
Melting down the idol. Would there be enough time for a short rest?
No, it's only going to take about an hour. And you guys are almost at that point where the hour's up.
Is that
Right, well, that's what I mean. Like while he's doing the thing, we're hanging out.
Yeah, you guys are just hanging out. Short rest is 4 hours, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Sure, rest is an
Kanchi,
anomalous thing. I mean,
right. Chant, Sheik, I take it both of y'all heading over to the forge?
Yeah, Chance would hesitate for a moment, but then he would start to follow a few paces behind.
how's that ugly statue thing looking, short dude?
Baylor takes a set of tongs and grabs the crucible and pulls it flames. The statue's completely deformed and mostly liquid at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're right inside that 1 hour mark. I mean, if there's anything left, it might be a strand of hair in the carving that's still showing.
Yeah, I put it back into the flames just to ensure. Like, I want that thing like water.
By the time it gets to water, I mean, it's another maybe 3 minutes tops. The rest of the party joins you at your forge.
Well, the idol is gone. What is our plan?
To ask it at everyone here. I mean, you all were here, and you know, I had just come up, and then all of a sudden the things attacked me. I was wondering if any of you perhaps like had any idea of what was causing this or what was happening? What could have led up to this?
Well, Rihu did say something about the zombie master.
Okay. I met a different one on the other island I was at. Seemed to be more of a leader and such like that, handling the ritualistic stuff. Did someone do something during one of the rituals or something, or
I know of.
well, let's figure out what we're going to do, right? So we have to. I think right now is, you know, finding whatever way to help out little dude.
We've been asked to go north. Searching for the one responsible for all of this.
By the elder lady.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Well, I'll be damned. Past the wall. Okay. Past the wall and up there. Okay. Find the person and what? Bring him back. Figure out how to heal little dude.
She didn't specify.
Baylor, she did say that you would have knowledge of the map that further north.
Yes. She said there was a ship run aground that we could repair and use to get off.
That could be a later thing. But that's definitely on the list for getting off the island. But I think that takes secondary at the moment.
Yes,
Wait, if
we
we
must
find it, we find it.
Yes, we must look for this zombie master first. As she said, he must be made to pay for his crimes.
Hmm. Artak's gonna look over at Chance and just kind of look him over. Can he get like a general read of how like Chance is feeling about all this? Like if the zombie master has ever mentioned like what his reactions are.
Just kind of looking him over, he kind of, you would kind of see his usual facial expression of just blank, but or what you would normally be expecting is just a blank expression, but he seems to be highly conflicted right now. Like he is fighting between worry and rage. Like worry borderlining on fear.
Mm-hmm. Cool cat. if we do find him,
I will tear him apart.
I understand that you're angry at this and you're frustrated. And you have every right to be. But he might have no way of being able to help Noman. So I think finding him and capturing him is takes precedence over outright killing him. Believe me. For I've seen. Let's see. Were the DM, were the zombies that were attacking, were they just general common zombies, or were they also like a combination of the warrior zombies that I had seen before?
They're a combination of the warrior zombies, but even the warrior zombies that you would, well, no, not the ones that you had seen.
Well, yeah,
the zombies here are more like the first ones you encountered. Undead of
Okay.
various races.
Okay, but nothing that said like specifically warrior. They were just general kind of the laborers or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you could tell that some of them might have been warriors when they were alive.
Okay.
I thought you meant the ceremony that you saw down in Mora.
No. The ones that attacked us. So
No,
that's what I was referring to.
No,
These were just more common.
more common type.
Okay, gotcha. Well, at least the place that I went to, the kind of soldiers, zombie dudes, it was a very kind of important rite for them. So, this kind of perversion of their ways is kind of odd, and believe me, for doing that, necromancy in general is just something that I'm not cool with, dude. And I really want to get him, but in the long run, I'm thinking he might know something about how to help little dude. And once that's done, then we can throw him to you.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
Yeah.
We find him. We question him. If he can help, if he can restore, if we can get him to reverse what this is, we drag him back here and for whatever he needs to do. But if he should try anything, I will not hesitate.
That I will not stop you, dude.
About this time, a native warrior comes up to y'all. The elder would like to know how many of you are going north and how many of you are going to stay here.
Well done.
My GIF should suggest which way I'm going.
Did you just say GIF, you monster?
He already knows Sheik's and Rivers and Chance's answers, so he looks at each of you. Elena, you said you're going. Baylor, you give him a nod, saying that you're going. Ixum, Lex, Artek, he looks at each of you, waiting for an answer.
Did Alea already say?
Yes, she
I'm
did.
going.
Oh, sorry. It was kind of quiet.
Yeah, sorry, it was.
I guess that seems like Death Mommy would probably be pretty upset if I didn't. So, I'm in.
Ding.
And with that, he looks over to Ixum and Artek.
Dragon dude.
I'm willing to go where we need to go.
He nods to Ixum and then waits for Artek's answer.
I don't think I need to say anything else. We're going.
And with that, he gives each of you a small little nod. Thank you. And heads back to the temple. And that's where we will end it for tonight.
Yay!
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Were
and
you
with
that bored?
No, it helps me pay attention. I promise.
And with that, everybody say bye to whoever's listening to this.
Bye.
Whoever's listening to this.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Great, guys.
so funny.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy tonight.